camera off. Yep.
Hello and welcome to Ring and Ring News episode number 158. Let's fuck all in the chat. I'm sure.
Hello.
I said, YouTube give you an email. YouTube didn't even give me an email about a strike or nothing. They just said you can't stream anymore.
I just tried to make up a stream like I always do, and it said I couldn't do it because I could not live stream. Went to the community page. According to the community page, there's nothing wrong.
Hello, Green Thunder.
Hello, Thunder.
Thunder.
Hello, English Dome. Hello, Mandy. English Dome, not doing not bad yourself. And hello, the Imbro Yellow. Enjoy your range. You have a new person. That's fantastic. Of course, Discord is not giving me notifications. So that'll be why you're not here then. I'm guessing.
Say what now?
Green Thunder saying that Discord didn't give him notifications.
Yep.
So that's why he's not in the thing. And yes, you have a range. This is the rest of the thing. Be a rational state until I get like 1,000 copies or something, then. So literally, it'll be a rational state forever. It's never not going to be a rational state.
So anyway, yeah, it could be. It could be a. I could actually have a strike that it's just not telling me about, or it could be a glitch. Who knows? Either way, I couldn't stream today.
Yeah, welcome, Green Thunder.
Yeah, Discord gave me no notice. Nothing on my phone. Nothing. Like, no noise. Freaking.
Yeah. Hey, Green, you wrong. I was napping. I'll call you after the stream.
All right.
California man caught wearing only women's lingerie during home breaking.
I mean, it's better than wearing nothing. I'm pretty sure someone breaking into your house, you'll freak out, but yeah, you'll shoot them. Someone breaking into your home in lingerie, that might break your brain enough to go, what?
Well, it's California, so I don't think they're going to get shot.
See,
yeah, they have.
Now you take Central Virginia, you catch a guy breaking into your house wearing lingerie, boy, you done dressed the part. Bend over.
I agree.
Yep. Well, at least it ain't Florida this time.
True.
A California man who allegedly broke into someone's house while dressed in only women's underwear before fleeing the scene has been taken into custody, investigators said. Sean McGuire, 37, was arrested Saturday after the bizarre ordeal in El Dorado Hills. A family woke up in the middle of the night to see to find McGuire dressed in lingerie. The homeowner Matthew Ostrich, not to be confused with Ostrich, told investigators he called out the man, described as transistent, before hearing an exterior door open and slam close, according to an El Dorado Sheriff County Office press release. And at the same time, the man spotted the run. And at the same time, someone spotted a man run out of the open garage wearing only underwear. He's definitely on drugs.
He's on something.
Well,
that drug.
I don't know. There is a dude like Main Street, South Haven. He'll mow his lawn in a teddy.
That's probably just to embarrass the neighbors, though.
People, a lot of the neighbors don't care. Some of the neighbors have called the police on him, and the police are like, "Well, he's on his own property, so we can't do anything." In which case, those neighbors had taken pot shots at him with airsoft rifles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say crack. Well, I think in California, he's obviously too fancy for cocaine. He's not fancy enough for cocaine, so I'm gonna say crack.
Yeah, meth's not a big thing in California. How about? I don't know. LSD's not that popular anymore.
And mushrooms, are they popular in California?
Maybe. Okay, we'll go with mushrooms. That's not a bad idea. Okay. I'll go with mushrooms. Scrappy? Oh, well.
Any idea what drugs this guy's on?
Did he find an 8-ball?
No. LSPC.
ATC.
One of the chat things is, what's this guy on? Come on, chat. Give me ideas here. Yeah.
Until the chat has a chance. Mandy, I did this morning, and it was earth moving. Anyway.
I haven't
Heroin.
done that.
Heroin, that's a good idea. That's a possibility, Mandy.
Yeah, he looks like he's horse tranquilizers ketamine. Horse tranquilizers ketamine.
Heroin was a horse tranquilizer at one point.
Yeah, because when people talk about being on horse tranquilizers, it's usually ketamine that they talk about.
That's over there. Over here, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling sleepy with a little headache. Last bowel movement was roughly 12 hours ago. Semi-sold and lots of just consumed lots of hot sauce. Though things could change very soon.
To be honest with you, I think my last bowel movement was the time I painted this toilet when I had to mute myself.
See, my chat must be the only fucking chat people actually talk about their fucking bowel movements. You recently, no.
You know, you're right. I've heard of a shit show, but this is kind of ridiculous.
Even Chavik didn't have this problem. Chavik shit show, no one ever talked about shit once on that. If I can remember correctly. I mean, I was drunk half the time when I was on it, but still.
I guess it is worse than Blood Wings when, what was it, a good 15 minutes, half hour of talking about farts?
Was that earlier today, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever actually, well, I think I'm like one of the people that actually farts on it. I think me and the uncle are the only ones that actually fart on stream. Yeah, it reminds me to get strong for Uranus and making hot sauces. Ketamine is a tranquilizer for all animals, for mice to rhinos. You just up the dose for body mass. I've casual bowel movements in the. Also, told KXTV he ran up the stairs and called 911, and around the same time he got a call from his sister, who was perplexed. Oh my god, there is somebody who just ran out of the garage, and he's wearing just a bra and panties.
Were they at least matching? I need to know this.
I don't know, we'll find out in a minute. The homeowner said he thought, "Are you kidding me? Is this a dream? What is going on?" No, they're not even matching.
Well, if you're going to walk around in nothing, that is just not right. Now that's offensive. If you're going to wear around just a bra and panty, at least make sure they're matching. Otherwise, you're just an embarrassment.
Okay, dude. And why is he in see, all of a sudden now, and then in the other picture, he's wearing boxers.
He went home and changed, apparently. Are those like crimson panties?
No, it's boxers. And the other one,
No, the
I don't know, they look black. And he's wearing a blue bra. And Mandy wants some special K. I've been watching old VHS tapes of club kids in New York City from the late 80s uploaded to YouTube, and Ketamine gets rave reviews from him. Well, that guy's a freak. Authorities identified the scantily clad man as McGuire. He was taken into custody Saturday morning on several charges, including burglary, indecent exposure, and trespassing. See, does this really count as indecent exposure, though? Because, I mean, I've seen people go to beaches wearing lice. So,
for some reason it does. It's a weird thing that I can't quite get my head around because it's just stupid that if you're wearing a bra and panties anywhere other than the beach, it counts as indecent exposure.
It's a
Yeah,
whole
so
it's a whole time and place thing.
that just doesn't make sense to me. It's fine. A beach or a swimming pool would be fine to wear something like that, but anywhere else it wouldn't be.
Well, it depends on what she looks like, too.
That's
It's a he.
No, I said she.
Yeah, but we're talking about a he.
I know. He should be locked up.
Oh, don't worry, he already has been.
Oh, I know. What they should have done was throwed him in a cell with a bunch of guys in that bra and panties.
Yeah, I want to know if they gave him the boxers or did he randomly change into boxers?
I bet you the jail did.
Well, you put him in a cell full of a bunch of gay sex offenders or something, and then
There you go.
after it said he's ordered a security system with camera and plans to adopt a dog for protection. You're in America. Why don't you just buy a gun?
Because
California. It's
California.
California.
So
They have the strictest gun laws in America.
yeah,
You actually have to go through a background check just for ammo.
the judge is actually outlawed in California, which is a darn shame. Seriously,
410 pistol.
yeah, 410 revolver. They do have sort of. It has a longer barrel and a butt stock, but it's still a revolver.
Also, 8 people for like speaking to that. Nah, come on, people. There. Kevin ruined the race.
1 second. So you say you need a bra. We just read a story about a guy with bra and panties. Maybe he stole yours.
No, I think you're stealing them.
I ain't stealing shit. I just bring the laundry up.
And put it here.
He ain't stealing your bras. He's just jerking off on them. Anyway,
That's wrong, though. That's his mom.
he started it.
Like that's wrong on about every level. Kevin ruined the rave scene here. Sat people on the narcissists when they would be dancing at the tree when we go home.
Maybe his mama's trying to bring him out of the closet.
I am quite happy in the back of the closet. Wait, no, what?
Okay, time for another burglar story.
What they steal this time?
Oh, so it's 4 likes and 8 people isn't good enough. People, come on.
Don't forget that the likes are still messed up.
Yeah, because you weren't asking dislikes earlier, and then I go back and it's like he doesn't have the dislikes anymore. How'd that happen?
I
Glitch
don't
in the
know,
system.
but yeah, there's a thing where if you're on PC, you can't like things, but the mobile is fine.
No, mobile's affected as well. In mobile, if you hit like, then leave it and come back, the like will be gone.
Oh,
I learned that with your stream this morning, Thunder.
I haven't seen his Green's mom knows all the answers. Thunder mother returns, yeah.
which
Burger-
the Left 4 Dead might become a more regular, well, hopefully not a regular thing, but if I miss a stream during the week, it will be like a makeup stream.
Yeah, just remember to actually do your stream.
Yeah.
How did you manage to forget?
Just forgot why.
Polite Burglar took his shoes off after breaking in and locked up after he left.
That's mighty nice of him.
Yeah, just take all the stuff and then just lock the door afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I consider it burglar was filmed taking his shoes off as he broke into a sleeping couple's home, then locking up as he left. The mystery man stole the victim's car, iPad, and other electronics during the break-in at a house in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the early hours of last Thursday. One of the homeowners, who gave his name as Alex, told of his shock after seeing criminals' momentary consideration while ransacking his house. Green Thunder makeup stream that I would watch.
It would probably also get me actual money because YouTube seems to like that.
I'm pretty sure there was a guy who had like a beard and he had like a load of makeup on. I'm pretty sure you could just do that. I said, how much to do that stream?
I don't know why. I don't really feel like I'd have to also go out and buy makeup, so it'd be an issue.
How much to do it though?
150. 150.
Maybe me and Cryptic and Mandy will put together, we might be able to get something done with that.
Wait till I fix my Streamlabs first, so I can actually receive the money.
But then again, you'd have to actually ask your mom to buy makeup for you, wouldn't you?
No, I'd actually go in and buy it myself. I've got nail polish here somewhere. I used to have my nails done or polished.
Thunder needs a PO box. Thunder needs a PO box. Next thing you know, there'll be $150 of cash and boxes of wildest ass makeup you can find.
I'm going to assume this is when. You have a sister, don't you? So I'm going to assume that your sister used to do it when you were younger.
She did paint my toenails in my sleep, but no, I had a really. I liked having green and gold nails. It looked good. Can't a man look good every once in a while? And then I got too lazy because it's a pain in the ass.
All right, everybody, with the deepest voice they can. Thunder just wants to look pretty.
I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty and wit. Wait, no, not witty. Definitely not witty.
And gay.
Yeah, sometimes.
He took all
Yes,
the shit.
Cat?
Asian criminals, Asian. Yeah, it's Cryptic. I'm going to blame Cryptic. Cryptic was the one that did this. Now we mentioned Cryptic, he's going to appear now.
We've already had singing. We don't need any more.
Get the PO box going, Green. Explaining how the break-in unfolded, Alex told Fox 6. The guy was able to break into my car, which allowed him to get into the garage door. Opener, which allowed him to get inside the house. He took his shoes off here.
Was able to break into my car, and from there he was able to get the garage door opener, which allowed him access to the inside of the home.
Alex, the homeowner, who didn't want to show his face, says it actually took the burglar a while to figure out how to work their garage door opener. But once he was inside their 3-story condo, he did what the homeowners usually do.
Took his shoes off here.
You see the burglar on their security camera holding the shoes as he goes back outside to their car. He then goes back inside and gets to work. He stole items from their office, then made his way to the second-floor bedrooms. He also grabbed an iPad that was charging in the bathroom right next to their room.
Literally 3 feet from the head of my bed, yeah, where we're sleeping. It's unbelievable. It's extremely scary, and I feel fortunate we didn't wake up, to be honest, because it looks like he did have a gun from the footage.
The burglar made his way through each floor of their home. Alex believes he loaded the loot into
Each floor. How big is the fucking house?
then took off.
Ultimately,
Apparently, they're rich as fuck. But he's going to steal all your shit, but at least he's polite about it. I don't think he would have killed him. Probably tied him up.
You swear Cryptic is the only one, the only agent that any of us know. Like, he's the only agent that watches my stream. I know that.
Do you know any other Asians?
Yes, actually, there's an agent in my college class.
Do you ever talk to him?
Once or twice.
Did he talk back?
Yes. Why?
Just had to go there on that one.
Why would any of us? Why would any normal Asian want to know the likes of us? I mean, yeah, agreed. Asians are too busy working.
True.
Yeah, your favorite Chinese restaurant staff doesn't count. These Asian people like fantasies about killing you as well. No. The burglar was filmed exiting Alex's house still in his socks. Before getting into the couple's car and stealing it while clutching electronics he lifted. Alex also told of his horror at discovering that the burglar had entered he and his wife's bedroom while they were sleeping and snatched the iPad from his charger. He said that he was literally 3 feet from the head of my bed because they were sleeping. It's unbelievable. Pretty scary. I feel fortunate we didn't wake up because to me he looks like he has a gun from the footage.
So this just in. I forgot to go get the mail. I'll be right back after I get that.
Okay. Ultimately, he then left the garage. He left out of the garage in my wife's car. He was nice enough to shut the garage before leaving. And like I said, the scare prompted him to ensure that the door linking his garage to his home will be locked from now on every night. The Milwaukee Police Department are investigating the home for a break-in, but have yet to pinpoint any suspects. Oh. So the man takes his shoes off when he burgled people's homes. So I guess it makes sense because it means left out.
At least he's nice about it.
Yeah, true.
Well, that way they can take his footprints and identify him too.
Yeah, he was wearing socks by the looks of it, though.
Depending on the carpet they have, they can measure like how his foot falls and the direction his feet land and all that mess.
Yep.
Hello, Intimpic.
Hello,
Green's
gorgeous.
well tonight today. I'm wondering how many miles away Green's mailbox is from his house.
Not as far as mine.
And yours isn't as far as mine.
Mine's on my
mile?
door. Mine's on my door because that's how things work over here.
My mailbox is on the main road.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah, mine's out on the main road.
That's stupid.
Not really. Considering the dirt road you see me driving up and down it from time to time, that's not a public road. That's a private road.
Ah,
If I wanted to, I could. If I wanted to, I could put a fence up on there. And there's two people. Two families that live as far back on that road as I do. If I wanted to, I could put up a damn fence across there, and they couldn't go. They couldn't cross my land. It's a very dickish. You can do it.
Oh, I guarantee there's an easement right away across it.
Nope.
Damn. I wouldn't buy property without one.
yes, we know, great gets off. We located our private policy. It's important that we fuck off. Fuck off. Hey, okay. Theresa May was forced out by a group of men and there was a whiff of sexism about it. Amber Rudd says. It did feel like we had a second female prime minister being pushed out by a group of men at the time. No, she was pushed out because she was fucking useless at her job. People eventually started to turn against her, that's why. Yeah, the house next door to me is up for sale if you're interested, Crappy Slayer. LinkedIn prick saying that. Former Worker and Pension Secretary Amber Rudd has accused Tory Eurosceptics of sexism over their support of Boris Johnson's Brexit deal, despite having opposed Theresa May's on a number of occasions. Well, that's because Theresa May's was one that basically chained us to the EU for life. And miscellaneous, what's the word? Fuck. A vassal state, there we go. Where we had to follow all the EU's laws, but didn't have any say on them. And whereas at least with Boris Johnson's one, we're actually fucking leaving. So your whole idea of that's in any way sexist is just stupid. You're just looking for an excuse at this point. He's looking for an excuse to try and push an agenda. It doesn't even help your party win because the people that subscribe to that agenda don't like your party. So essentially, you're wasting your fucking time. Speaking on BBC Radio 5 Live Tuesday, the now independent MP for Hastings, who was the Home Secretary under Miss May, accused hardliners in the European Research Group and a sort of machismo in their support of Johnson. The Prime Minister put forward a set of proposals resolving the Irish border issue, that borrow somewhat from those forward by Miss May, who were vehemently opposed by the ERG. I just explained why. Because Theresa May's deal somehow managed to piss off both people who wanted to remain and both people who wanted to leave. When asked by host Barnett about whether the difference in approach towards two prime ministers and Tory Eurosceptics, she is a woman and he is a man, Miss Rudd said, difficult not to share that view. It is when you want to subscribe to agenda, the people who don't like your people are probably not going to vote for you. I found it disappointing at the time the way Theresa May was treated by these large email groups. Before pointing out there were some female members of the ERG. I did feel like this. We had a second prime minister being pushed out by a group of men. Like, what does that have to do with anything? The reason she was pushed out was because she was useless. I'm pretty sure vagina or penis, you would have thought the same way. Putting it out of the group. And also, press F because Red Feather isn't here yet. I don't know where it is. Putting out the group is also Tim. Are you gonna say?
Oh, I was going to say that question that was asked earlier. There's a picture in the Discord under Green Thunder that somewhat answers it, but it's an image, so that's how far my pictures aren't really good at showing length.
No. She pointed out the group was also attempted to force her power from a year earlier before adding. Clay felt that she'd been tougher with the EU and indeed her own members of parliament than they would have got a deal they wanted. We're going to say Chucker.
There, Thunder. Pictures well.
Or don't press F just like you assholes ignored me when I demanded these. You can have your F, man, dude. I'll take. There's your F. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think Mr. Johnson's deal is going to be similar, and they're going to accept it, and people draw their own conclusions as to why that is. How do you know it's going to be similar or not? You're just assuming. I've been smoking my cigarette. And there's absolutely whip-up sections like this, he said, before conceding that it's difficult to filter out how much is about a more trusting relationship when they clearly have Boris Johnson. They clearly have Boris Johnson because he himself is very much part of the ECG group in terms of wanting a harder Brexit than the former Prime Minister wanted. Yeah, he's actually going for what the people voted for. She didn't. Simple as that. They feel as a woman in politics they feel as a woman who's active in politics is a whiff of sexism. Yeah, just blame sexism for your own failings. That's what they go about it. Well, here's an example of such behavior you put out. Now you're roboting. Here's an example of such behavior she pointed out the exclusion of 21 Tory rebels. With whom she is now aligned after leaving the party. But that was a very aggressive thing to do and unnecessary. And it's had the effect of radicalizing the 21 I've now joined. So that sort of aggressive behavior, maybe the sort of thing the EV group men particularly wanted to see. You blame the men even though you said there's women in that group earlier. ECG Chairman Stephen Banks tweeted on Tuesday, as I said, I will vote for a tolerable deal. I'm ready as ever to vote against an intolerable deal. It all hinges on the analysis of the legal text. This proposed deal has effect on Eurosceptics tend to be meticulous on that point. Again, that is irrelevant. Yes. Yes, it is. I agree. Oh, there were more S-Wells typing still my nude be invested in only nude. Yeah. Hello, Honey Monster. I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, you missed some guy burgling a house with his shoes off. a man burgling a house with his in a bikini, and a man and someone blaming the Theresa May get ousted because of sexism. That's what you missed.
And then they're getting the mail.
Yeah, that shit going on. Fair enough. Uh, yeah, news is slow today. I might as well use this one because it's fine.
No, I merely borrow the. I need to shut up and not late.
I think you need to think before you speak rather than speaking before you think.
Yeah, thinking before I speak is hard.
I know the feeling. If you've lost a massive bag of dildos, they've been found in Somerset. Mandy, did you leave your dildos in Somerset? Did you?
Oh, it was probably one of those. What is that state? I can't remember the state, but you're only allowed to have 2 dildos per household. So they just threw out their extra dildos. What?
Why is that a law?
I don't know.
And we could drop Scotty into the pile of cactus from 100 feet above the air.
Hello, Cryptic. And, I mean, if they're like a... Ooh, what is that cactus? I used to have a cactus that was like... it had like cotton around the outside, but it died because my dog kept picking up what it thought was a soft cotton thing and then like biting down too hard, and I would hear it yelp and then find the cactus in the middle of the floor.
Cryptic, you're so also hello, Cryptic. Cryptic, you're so legendary. We were talking about you earlier. He's like Beetlejuice. You mention his name often enough, he appears. He's one of them. Bet the batteries are worth a few quid. Probably. I tripped and fell and lost a bag of dildos. Yes, it's with me, and I regret nothing. Residents in a town in Somerset have been left shaken after the bag of sex toys were discovered dumped at the side of the road. There was a buzz about the town of Bridgewater. People tried to work out who they belonged to. There's rampant speculation around the town about the pink and purple dildos that were left to drain up near Rear Passage, a branch of NatWest, which is a bank. I mean, you know that, but yeah, NatWest is a bank.
The real question is, what is the quality of dildos? Because some dildos are expensive as hell.
How do you know this?
How would you know?
Bad Dragon dildos are fun to look at.
That opens up a whole can of worms.
I don't think it's the worms he's worried about. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. Well, he could be trying to get at some. Who knows?
They have male sex toys too.
How would you know that?
Yeah,
I looked at their entire website. Bad Dragon makes some awesome looking toys.
Yeah, you look at
weird looking.
Scotty. Hey, Scotty, for related story, look in the group DM.
Okay. Yeah, left shaking or shaking? Did they try them?
Oh shit!
I know someone probably did.
That's the wrong.
No, Cryptic, I didn't. I put invisible marking on my dildos in case of loss/theft. Yeah, Richard Lees took a picture of the abandoned sex toy, but nobody has come forward to admit owning them. They spell come CUM as well. That's just bad fun. Like, really?
That is not the proper use of that form of cum.
Yeah, but I think I think it's a bad pun.
I'm just offended that that is the wrong use of it.
Fun that I've seen the way you spell.
My spelling is not that well. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, then again, I'm kind of the same way because I have to like I have to like Google how to spell stuff half the time.
That's why I use speech to text a lot of the time.
Yeah, but I'm Scottish. It doesn't understand me.
I found that out when the one comment I made in a live stream, I shared it as far as I can, Captain. I can't share it any farther. I had
That's
to.
like,
It didn't understand that either, so I had to slow down and say it without the accent, which was hard to do.
yeah, voiceover with a Scottish person doesn't work very well. I remember my sister found a balloon on her way home from Irish dancing. My mum kept asking her if she tried to blow it up. Finding condoms was like finding money. Really, you use condoms? I've seen used condoms in like alleyways before.
I've seen used needles down alleyways.
Yes, so there was also used
And-
condoms down there as well.
Legitimately, I have found like woods porn.
Which I think, carb crawling, really. There were up to 10 vibrators discovered amongst the hull, varying in size. It is yet known if they still work, if they've been used or still work. On the local newspaper Facebook page, people seem more bothered about the quality of the paper bag or cardboard box that they used to contain the sex toy. Hey, what group there is it? The Facebook one.
Yeah, the first thing I put up was the wrong story. Past it, the other two is actually the post from an Instagram account because of a related story.
There's 3 of them.
The bottom two. The bottom two is the same link.
I need to be added back to the Facebook group because I accidentally left it. I was trying to leave the other, like the ones we don't use anymore, and accidentally left them all.
I know you can because it was Blind Girls group and like she left that one, so
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
Done.
I don't know what this is. Something exciting gonna happen here.
He is a rear admiral in the Coast Guard. You cannot make this shit up.
You know what bothers me? His fucking his jacket doesn't match his trousers. Ask Green Thunder who's the goodest boy, by the way, it's Green. Okay.
Anyway,
I mean,
that video is a rear admiral from the USS Coast Guard stealing a vibrator from a porn shop in Philadelphia.
Knew the Coast Guard was gay.
Like I said, rear admiral, dildo. You cannot make this shit up.
Oh no, what annoyed me was the fact his jacket didn't match his trousers. Yeah, Rear Admiral sounds a bit right. SNP backs decriminalization of drugs. Now, obviously, decriminalization does not mean legalization. It's important to have that distinction. Because legalization means it's completely legal, there's no restrictions, but decriminalization means it's legal in certain circumstances and there are a lot of restrictions behind it. That's the difference.
Decriminalization just means you don't automatically go to jail for it. You'll get a ticket and have to go to court.
Like, it usually means just like there's restrictions on it.
Yeah, a fine maybe.
Or it'll be like legal in like certain circumstances. You can own like a small amount for personal use and things like that.
Maybe, yeah.
But they usually do it so they can control it. That's all they do. If it's decriminalized, it's easier to control. Let's go with Scotland and get wasted. Scottish junkies are the coolest junkies. I don't know, I wouldn't say that one. Scotland's like the only place in the world where there's famous junkies. That's not even a lie, by the way. We're the only place in the fucking goddamn world. We're the only place in the world where people are famous for being junkies. Scotland has the highest number of drug-related deaths in the EU last year. The SNP is unanimously backed the decriminalisation, the process and consumption of controlled drugs. Activists of the party's conference in Aberdeen supported the move, running the current Misuse of Drugs Act, which dates back to 1971, as not fit for purpose. I give a fiver to a guy outside Glasgow Central Station. Anna McLaughlin, the SNP's Westminster candidate for Glasgow North East, spoke about how they need to decriminalise the process of drugs. She said, until we are independent, let's call for powers to be dissolved so we can fully debate about how best to tackle drug problems in our country. No cryptic, I'm not a junkie.
Yet.
I mean, yes.
Listen, things can change. Why would you rule that out?
It's unlikely. And also, for those that don't know, Scotland has its own parliament that votes on separate laws and things.
Y'all's government is weird.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're a country within a country, doesn't it? There's 4 countries in my country, you know.
I knew freaking the Vatican was a country within a country. Didn't know that.
No, that's an enclave country. That's a different thing entirely. Whereas we are literally a country within a country.
I guess technically the states are supposed to be like that, but they're not.
Oh, the parts of the UK are really more like the US states than they are proper countries, but they are countries. Makes sense. It's kind of confusing. Like we have a separate legal system, separate education system, our own bank now. It's our own things like that. Yeah. If you ask me for money and you have a dog with you, you're definitely getting my money.
I don't have enough.
Bags outside Walmart.
I don't have enough money to own a dog. And I won't own one unless I get the money to take care of it properly.
I spoke about this before, but it's kind of obvious when you see like some junkie come on the street asking you for money, and they always make up some fucking excuse about like they need money for the boss or whatever.
Most people I know, if the guy who came up to him like, "Yo, can I get money for like a fifth of Jack?" They'll go, "Yeah, sure, here you go."
Yeah, because at least they're honest about it. Instead of somebody who's like saying like, "Oh, I need to get money for the boss so I can go see my dad in the hospital or something," and I'm like, "You lying bastard."
Well, the thing is, a lot of people's charity is being stretched thin by the people who will go panhandling and then drive home in like a brand new car to a nice house.
I guarantee these people don't go panhandling. There's like 2 of them that go around asking for money like every single day. Every single time I go into town, I see them.
Do you know where they sleep at night? Because
I don't know, and to be honest, I don't care.
pretty much, yeah, that's what. Generally, if it doesn't involve me, I don't care.
That's not a good way to look at things. I have. Again, the other week I did see a junkie get arrested for shoplifting. That was funny.
I mean, seriously, if it doesn't involve me, what does it matter if it's not affecting me?
How does it affect your family?
Well, then that's affecting me.
You
That
imply
could be-
it was you.
That could be you one day, Thunder.
True.
Yeah, someone could just say, "Ah, it doesn't affect me." Fucking. Well, you're sitting there homeless. Yeah, there were a total of 1,187 drug-related deaths in Scotland in 2018, the highest on number, highest number on record. Yeah, this is the total. This is the highest total in the EU and triple that of England and Wales. But attempts to set up a safe drug consumption room where users could take drugs in a supervised environment in Glasgow as part of efforts to tackle the problem have been blocked by the UK Home Office. Glasgow Central MP Alison Fulis told the conference Scotland was facing a public health crisis, but UK ministers continue to block plans to take vital action. Dogs are backup food. We promised to say
I agree.
any of us know. Token Asian.
There's another reason not to get a Chihuahua. If you're really hard up, just eat the dog.
Yeah, because the Chihuahua's not worth it though.
You'd get no meat from the damn thing.
Exactly. It's not worth it. If it's smaller than a cat, it's not worth eating. Yeah, the UK government's caviar attitude towards Scotland's drug emergency is simply appalling. Ms. Phillips insisted the weight of evidence in support of safe drug consumption has been more compelling than ever. It is imperative that action is taken now. As far as I'm aware, there's like one country that's done it, like Portugal did it and it actually worked. Drug-related deaths and things like that actually went down. NBC, UK drug laws is not working for Scotland. People are dying on the streets, and the risk for the general public from discarded needles and transmission blood-borne diseases is very real. Yet the Tories in Westminster sit on their hand. The only body that taking real action to tackle the problem is the UK Home Office because the political will is undoubtedly there. Therefore, the answer is simple. Devolve drug law to Scotland so the Scottish government can take vital steps to tackle drug-related deaths in Scotland. Well, I mean, it worked in Portugal, I guess. What when you leave the UK? I don't know. You mean when will we leave the UK? I don't understand the question there. Moving on.
The hell are those?
1 second. Scotty, I need you to turn your camera on for a second. It'll be funny.
Why is it going to be funny?
It's going to be funny.
How is it going to be funny? What the hell are you doing?
Trust me.
What cuteness.
Looking through my eyes.
So, do you know what these glasses are?
Yeah, no glasses, yeah.
Actually, they're X-ray specs. And why are you wearing a bra?
I'm not wearing a bra.
Not according to my glasses, you're not. Or you are.
You're weird.
You
I
really
know.
bought the. You really bought those out of the back of a comic book, didn't you?
No, actually, Amazon.
How much did they cost?
I think like $10. I get
You got
enough.
ripped.
Yeah, I know. I get enough entertainment out of them.
UK drug laws are holding Scotland back. No fapping. Bonnie's probably already finished by now. Curly hair is fabulous. I've always had curly hair.
Freaking hell! I have a headache now because of that. Those freaking glasses. That's the problem with wearing them. You can't see straight after you take them off.
Okay.
I've got like fucking spots like a fucking teenager, even though it's like with the baby face doesn't help anything. Yeah.
That's my next alt account, the Baby Scotsman account.
Eh. You're gonna have like the same amount of alt accounts as Giga has very soon.
The problem is some of them I like use them once and then just never again, and don't room around to log into them.
On the Monday, I pretty opinionated sportsman. It's no wonder Skittles thought I was 17. Maybe facing sporty.
Giga is a autistic with like 1 billion alt accounts. He's like half of YouTube.
Yeah, he's like he makes. I think like 10 of my subs are like his accounts. Which isn't even a lie. Yeah, I haven't seen him around for a while though.
Oh crap!
Well,
that did just remind me I need to do something.
I guess it's good news as well. Right. Extinction Rebellion banned from London by police after disrupting city workers. Yeah, it's fine. I'll turn the fucking ad block on. Guys. Stupid fucking cunts. Police have banned Extinction Rebellion from continuing anywhere in London. In a move that has been condemned by politicians and legal experts as a warning attack on civil liberties. Yeah.
Looking at what Extinction Rebellion does most of the time, blocking traffic and making a nuisance of themselves, it's not really that much of a protest.
Yeah, if they were protesting peacefully, then yes, but they're not. So yeah. Like if they were just standing at the side of the road or whatever, just like holding signs, protesting peacefully, I'd have no problem really.
I think the annoying part about this argument is they're gluing themselves to the road. They're gluing themselves to everything. They're blocking it, and the local government don't give a damn until they start blocking the city workers. Screw everybody else.
Were you ever a choir boy? No, I wasn't. I wasn't an altar boy either. I haven't been in a church for ages. I'm in the choir that you sang there because we know you're singing.
I'm going to take this opportunity and plug this. I go to church every Sunday, the Real Life Church here on YouTube.
But then why would you go to the choir and not sing? Should you just watch the choir then? Maybe because you fell off your seat laughing.
That's a good one.
Scotland Yard have been warned activists they faced arrest and prosecution unless they hold the peaceful climate change action by peaceful climate change action. So sitting on the road disrupting it is peaceful, is it? That's peaceful. I don't think some people get from getting to their work is peaceful.
They have a funny definition of peaceful.
If anyone, that's disrupting the peace, which is a crime. So therefore, they're illegal. Anyway, then. I mean, as far as I'm aware, they haven't done any violence or anything, so they're not terrorists. But I wouldn't say they're peaceful either. Yes, Stream Labs give me money. Yes. I was in my pants because it moved my bowels. Oh, the money shit yourself, did you?
Because you're singing.
In a change of police tactic that followed demonstrations targeting city workers in the capital's financial district, officers began clearing XR's count from Trafalgar Square minutes after issuing a revised Section 14 order on the 8th day of consecutive protests. If they're doing 8 days of protesting, I can imagine they've got fuck all else to do. I mean, if you're going to just do nothing but protest for 8 days, you really need to find a different hobby. I mean, seriously.
I like my hobby. It's great, although apparently I'm not supposed to glue the tissue paper to the wall anymore.
Why did you glue the tissue paper to the wall in the first place?
Well, it's not really glue I use to stick it to the wall.
You sure
Alright,
when that wasn't your box full of dildos?
No, I've checked it. The box full of dildos is still. God damn it! I need to shut up.
I think you could do it. You could just do it in a bucket. Eventually, you might have enough for like some wallpaper paste or something. You know.
Legitimately, I've heard a story of someone doing it in a shoebox, and apparently, old leavings is like one of the nastiest things on the planet.
Why would you? Why would you wank into a shoebox?
I don't. It's just the story I heard. Okay, I ain't the one that did it.
I never said you were.
Did your mom find it thunder?
How the fucking hell did we get from climate change activists to wanking in a box?
You said something about hobby, so I decided
And
to
then
share
his
my
mom
hobby.
finding the box. And then his mom finding the box. Oh hell!
Let's hope that box doesn't leak. Yeah, you can put up tiles out here, Green Thunder. There's a bathroom there's a makeover. Yeah, Green sits upon a hill of dildos in a forest of stolen panties. Yeah,
That would be the worst dragon to come upon.
the Met Police ordered which lawyers suggested may be unlawful. So any assembly linked to Extinction Rebellion's autumn uprising must now cease their protest within London. Some activists glued themselves to tents or to the pavement. As police moved into the square, so he glued himself to the pavement. I don't think that classes as peaceful.
Didn't some chick glue her tits to the road?
I think so, yeah.
They also glued themselves to the globe at Epcot Center.
Yeah, like, why? Just why? Yeah, well, the protests previously have been permitted. Well, the rest were kind of logs are fastening themselves together. Several were arrested, including Green Party MEP Ellie Jones. I don't know. It's like, why don't they just like go like because it's like they're all like hippie communes and like communist communes and stuff, or like people live like people live like a eco like a lifestyle where like they use like I don't know words. Come on, man, words. You know what I mean? Live there or something. As Ms. Jones said, this is intolerable. There has been no justification given. The protesters have been peaceful. No, they haven't. If you're disrupting people, it's not peaceful. There is no justification for this curtailment of a democratic right to protest for the future of our children. Again, yes, you have a democratic right to protest peacefully. Had you done so peacefully, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would have an issue with this, actually, even though I don't agree with you. But
I don't
yourself-
care what shit you're spouting, as long as you do it peacefully and without getting in the way. You should be allowed to spout your shit.
Yeah. Yeah, take them dildos out your mouth and speak. It's not a dildo, it's a cigarette.
You've got a fag in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna ring a box of soap and scare them away. Yeah, just spray water on them, actually.
Well, that one lot did have a bunch of water dumped on them. It was red water, and I don't know why they gave Grandma the hose.
Next time I said it would let such fellas go tonight, but accused Scotland Yard of backtracking on promises to permit peaceful demonstrations. Today, an unprecedented political decision has been taken to shut down peaceful protests, calling the government for inaction in the face of crisis. Not the crisis. Yeah, the world going to end in 12 years, isn't it? Based on some 12-year-old's fucking homework that he even said wasn't accurate.
I am still disappointed in the loss of the ice caps not leading to men with gills behind their ears and that whole bit.
We still have the ice caps.
Yeah, but that movie's not going to be able to take place in real life, which makes me sad.
And Mandy's smoking with you. Well, Mandy probably smokes pink cigars. You get dildos and barter in Scotland. Now, wouldn't it melt? Wouldn't it melt, wouldn't it?
Deep fried baby better. Anyway.
No, I mean, we have bartered Mars bars, bartered pies, bartered ice cream, bartered. We deep fry all that kind of stuff, but that's a bit much.
That one, I am not sure about, Honey Monster. That is the real question.
No, I think it's no, I think it's spelled without the E. It's not supposed to have an E in it, I think. Hey, yeah, this is an emergency and an outrage. The police must respect the law. This is democracy. Well, I'm pretty sure it's against the law to fucking stand in the middle of the road while people are trying to get to work. There's a guy for that battered dildo, Stevie. Clearly. Well, I mean, battered smoked sausages are a thing. Yeah, is that? I'll get my coat. Monday smoking medical weed. Green Party MP Caroline Lucas condemned the ban as a huge overreach of police power. Well, the human rights group Liberty said it was grossly disproportionate move by the Met and an assault on the right to protest. Liberty's and advocacy policy manager Gracie Bradley said the heavy-handed use of this power sets a dangerous precedent. It would if you weren't fucking not being peaceful about it. Lawrence Taylor, Deputy Assistant Commissioner of the Met Police, said the order has imposed conditions due to the ongoing breaches of Section 14, previously implemented an ongoing serious disruption to the community. Yeah, breach of the peace. We have significant progress in managing Extinction Rebellion's activity across sites across central London over the past week. Officers have begun the process of clearing Trafalgar Square and getting things back to normal. Mr. Taylor insisted the order does not mean people are banned from protesting in London, adding if Extinction Rebellion or any other group come to us with a proposal for law protests, then of course we will discuss them. We'll discuss that with them. No, I can't smoke anymore, Encrypted. It's not you because you're Asian and you're too small. Yeah, but Diane Abbott, latest Shadow Home Secretary, said the order was wrong and completely contrary to Britain's long-held traditions of policing by consent, freedom of speech, and the right to protest. Yeah, coming from Diane Abbott, the same person that thinks it should be illegal to say mean things on the internet because she doesn't know how to block her emails or block people on Twitter. Yeah, that person. Now all of a sudden she's defending free speech. All right, get fucked. Which you're probably already doing by joining with Jeremy Corbyn anyway, which is just giving me a bad mental image. Shadow Kremlin Policing Minister Louise Haig also spoke out against the ban, which she called a grotesque overreaction and extremely worrying attack on civil liberties. Most of these people only seem to care about civil liberties when it goes against them. I'm shocked. But the illegal weed dealers don't have a THC soda and oil. It's all about the variety. Yeah, that's what you said last night. I said this last night. No one's on top because it's not going to happen. Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London, said he was seeking further information from senior officers about why they deemed Section 14 necessary. I said breach of the peace. Legal experts expressed surprise at the ban, which they said could potentially be challenged in court. And Bannister Joe Mohan said, "We believe the Section 14 order is invalid. It amounts to a huge overreach of statutory power and likely reflects enormous political pressure the man is under." Human rights advocate Adam Wagner said the ban deemed extremely heavy-handed, while the Network for Police Monitoring said the order was draconian. When you crawl into a full brand, you see duvet pills, etc., and the first thing you hear is Scotty. That really is cozy heaven.
Hey, Tom, what up?
Okay, that's a bit. He was here earlier, but that's a bit random. Are you sure you're not gay, English Tom? Because I'm pretty sure you are.
And if he was, would that be a problem to you?
No, he's never admitted to it, but I'm pretty sure he is. Or he's at least bisexual, anyway. People really respond to my voice. I remember the London Smoking Club. What's the London Smoking Club?
Ooh, do you have like club jackets?
Yeah, the London Smoking Club. They're probably like leather jackets. Pam Williams, 71, had demonstrated glued herself to Trafalgar Square as police moved in. Everyone on the site is being the only area of London that was free from Section 14. It's told about 8:30 p.m. They likely had to leave by 9 p.m. or they'd be arrested. I just feel like that's very short notice. I feel possibly that they've been approached by people who were upset today, but maybe the finance sector or the banking sector. Apparently they have a lot of march. I feel like they've been approached by people who are upset today. Other XR activists also suggest the city protests have been the final straw, which they get Section 14 may ruffled a few feathers. Honestly, you don't use Instagram anymore. Scotland Yard issues a revised order by the end of the day, which hundreds of activists targeted the UK's financial hub in the city of London. Which, fun fact, is actually separate from London itself. Okay, if you didn't know that, the city of London is different from London. Learn something new every day. Police protesters blocked traffic outside the offices of companies. They said they were calling the environmental crisis. They said more than 90% of people more than 90 people were arrested after causing further disruption to people and businesses in London's financial district. Among those arrested were 77-year-old Rabbi Jeffrey Newman, a Finchley Reform Synagogue, who had been praying in the road saying, "We have to work alongside those. We are absolutely determined to try and save life." I was invited to become a member of one of the guys behind the Hispanic. None of it. Well, the 1,440 protesters have been arrested since Exar began the latest round of protests in London last week. The group said its international rebellion continues despite the police order. Activists have already defied the London ban by Tuesday morning launching a new protest for the Department of Transport in Westminster. Exar's co-founder Gil Ladbrokes was filmed climbing the entrance to the building, while other demonstrators glued themselves to the ground nearby. Protests were also planning block roads outside the headquarters of MI15 on Tuesday. Yeah, no, I don't have any sympathy. If we're doing things peacefully, I would, but they're not peaceful, so fuck them. So, moving on. Time for a funny article now. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Bizarre footage shows mystery female poo jogger repeatedly defecating in the street outside celebrity publicist Roxy Dukino's office.
Mandy.
There you go, I'm low. It's an article, yes, it's an article. Not really. Fucking stupid. Yeah, just did. Like, why the fucking hell you? I really don't know anymore. So, yeah, Mandy, why did you feel the need to shit outside someone's house? Yeah, I'm kind of curious. No, you're not enough to sleep with a guy, but a bit of occasional bi porn, maybe. Well, you just see the dump there. Then she just carries on running. She didn't even wipe herself either.
That woman is nasty.
Women doing all this shit. A celebrity publicist who has posted a CCTV footage showing a female jogger deliberately defecating outside her Sydney office. Of course, it's fucking Australia. I'm not surprised it's Australia. Roxy Jack and Co. 39 shared the clip. Over 247,000 Instagram followers last week, and says she's now close to identifying the woman. Jack Senko is an Australian publicist and a socialite who in 2004 founded public relations firm Sweaty Betty PR. It's not good PR, is it? Really? One clip shot at 6:30 a.m. on the 7th of October shows a woman wearing a long-sleeved running top, and Lycra starts to jog. This spot outside the firm's office. The absolute district of Paddington. She is seen stopping between two cars before squatting down and defecating on the road. Second clip, shot just after 6 a.m., shows a woman jogging by a nearby calf. Well, I guess it's a good place as any to have your morning shit, isn't it?
If you gotta go, you gotta go.
I tend to hold it till I get home.
Yeah, but you're always home, aren't you? So,
True.
like, if you do it in the woods, it's not a big a deal, is it?
Not really. I had to do it in the woods before, but
We've all shot in the woods at least once. If you go camping for the week, if you've ever been camping for a week, you definitely shot in the woods. I did it for the I camped for the week. It was terrible. Yeah, but she can be seen in the corner of the screen, coaching behind a car to repeat the offence. Watching the footage on social media, and Jack Stanker wrote, "Do you know who this person is?" Australia told news.com/au the excrement had been found in the street multiple times over the past 4 weeks. I think it could have been a dog, though. You don't automatically know that could have been her every single time. Maybe she only did it once. Yeah, I shit my pants just again as I get to the neighbor's car. The whole city is wondering what's going on. Today was the most recent poo, so it's time to look at the cameras. We thought it must be a homeless person who had no other choice. You can only imagine our horror when that it was a nimble young blonde on a regular jog in the morning. And Senko said the cameras have showed a woman stopping between 6 a.m. and 6:40 a.m. She had the footage of the public had come forward. Yeah, the members of the public had come forward with information since she posted the footage. We've been sent a number of leads to the identity of the poo portrayer.
really?
Yeah, that's just awful. It's kind of like Peter Elman would find funny. These will be provided to local police who are investigating this criminal act. Senko, who in 2013 was a runner-up in the third series of Celebrity Apprentice, Australia, said she has had graffiti attacks in the past, but she doesn't believe that she's now being targeted. I don't think she's targeting me. She just appears to be poop is funny. She just appears to get a kick out of the location. Then you know what? If you're really into this shit, why don't you just go with shit after you finished? Or as soon as she's doing her morning jog, she's probably doing it before she goes to work. So obviously,
I don't know, maybe she's just doing it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Shits and tinkles.
Yeah,
I know. We're talking shitty jokes here.
And maybe she's doing a Paula Radcliffe. I don't know. You know who Paula Radcliffe is? For those who don't know who Paula Radcliffe is, she was a famous long distance runner. He famously shot, like he famously did a dump just before she finished her run on the London Marathon. She did shit.
There are a lot of marathon runners who will shit themselves while running.
I mean, she literally pulled her pants down and did a shit in the middle of the street. And like, the thing is, she was near the end as well, so she could have just waited. Just waited until she was done.
She couldn't hold it anymore.
Not by the sounds of it, no. Yeah, poop is the only reason to live. Not one
Hey,
instance in which poop is not funny, unless it gets thrown in your face.
Remember, when it's all said and done, everything comes out in the end.
Right.
You're welcome. Ow. I hit the bell too hard.
Anyway, the camera's on every angle of the headquarters. This appears to heighten the desire you would need to have your eyes closed but miss the fact you are being filmed. Senko has now deleted their original posting. It didn't want to look anymore. Within 18 minutes of the video being up, we had 6,500 comments, not all positive. People have knee-jerk reactions. There are a few comments that definitely tell you this person definitely has irritable bowel syndrome. If she does, that's why she's come to the sheet multiple times a day over the course of 4 weeks. New South Wales police confirm they have launched a formal investigation into the incident.
The cop gets home. Honey, what did you do today? I investigated shit.
Pretty much.
Honey, I had a long shift.
Well, like the Indian song said, take the poo to the loo. Keep credit the worst, looks too innocent and solid, but sticks everywhere and stinks like hell.
I don't know. I haven't experienced sheep shit.
No,
I've seen horse, cow, dog, cat, human. Well, mostly my own. Don't think I've ever seen anyone else's shit.
Weird. Anyway, I was gonna try to see if I can find.
Oh, we've also. Have you seen like deer shit? It's disgusting.
No. When someone doesn't answer thanks, I tell you, man, and I send photos of poop I find on Google and sometimes pictures of early ring infections. Fair poop is pretty bad. Fun fair tragedies. Woman 24 is killed and another seriously injured when their swing chair crashes onto the ground from 30 feet in France.
Swing chair?
You know what? One of them.
Oh, amusement park ride.
It's about him. That was a terrible person that I didn't. I'm disappointed. I should have watched that video before. It's about I'm disappointed that didn't show up in the video. No. A woman was killed and not seriously injured after the swing. She was thrown from a fun fair in France. Emergency services have revealed. They were more than 33 feet in the air in one of the several falls spinning around the centre mast. When a seat was tossed to the ground in a throwing manner near Saint-Étienne on Monday. No, I don't love big birds. So. They're French, so big black crooks. Yeah. Crocs. I don't know. Dyslexia, that's all I'm going to say. When rescuers arrived at the scene, a 24-year-old woman had been seated The Cephalopod was declared dead. Well, that's... Well, I guess you make the joke the fun fair wasn't exactly fun for her, was it?
Probably not. Although it was probably to die for.
I feel nothing for you, France. A second woman 20 was rushed to the hospital and treated for injuries. The fire brigade said, "Why did they bring the fire brigade, not an ambulance?"
Sometimes they're the same thing.
Images from the scene show numerous emergency vehicles. Well, maybe they were caught on their stuff or something, and they had to call the fire brigade to get them out, I guess.
Maybe.
That's
Ooh,
often
those
what
Jaws of Life that they have would be fun to play with.
took me hell of fun until she landed. Images from the scene show numerous emergency vehicles parked near the swing carousel as crowds gathered closest to the scene. Police said 4 people, the owners and operators of the swing carousel and neighboring attraction, have been taken into custody following the incident. Experts made their way to the scene on Tuesday to examine the rides, which were under lockdown to determine the cause of the tragedy.
Was it like a mobile fair or a proper, like,
I don't know.
permanent setup?
I have no idea.
Like, the fair rides are fun, but yeah, they have a tendency to not be well maintained sometimes.
Yeah, I said the pod fell into the ground in strong wings. The Fairmany Fun Fair is one of France's biggest attractions, held for 2 weeks in the Conium every October. So it's a temporary fair then, by the looks of it.
So everything's designed to actually come apart.
Yeah. Every October, 250 rides and attractions and some 100,000 visitors. Yeah, were they recording their own deaths and the phone at the same time? It wouldn't shock me. Monday's incident is far from the first disaster to struck a fun fair in France. In March last year, a man died when a similar swing collapsed near Lyon, throwing the occupants of 14 pods. On the 31st of December, 8 people were spent much of New York City. There's been much of New Year's Eve stuck in the air with a giant rod. Giant ride got stuck in the northern city of Rennes. That's like a glum fair. Yeah, it's France, it's pretty glum. Fucking hell, it's Cuba. Cuban's here.
Hey.
Hey, what up?
Hello.
Hello.
July.
Yes. I just got home.
I was wondering
sorry,
what
I'm a
you've
little
been up
late.
to.
Yeah, where have you been the past few days? Or weeks?
Hanging out with my son at the beach.
Okay,
have
that's
some-
a good reason.
I have some pictures too. It was so beautiful. I love it this time of year because there's no tourists, so it's pretty much just like us, you know?
How cold is it down there this time of year?
It's not that bad right now, but it does get cold.
It's actually been kind of nice out. It's been kind of nice this week.
Yes, it has been, and I wanted to take advantage and maybe have like a little staycation with him. So he and I just went to the ocean front for a little bit. Sorry about, my friendly jets. You've missed them.
Yes.
That's a wonderful sound.
It's weird because they will stop for a while, and I forget, it happens. And then when they start up, they are incredibly loud and annoying sometimes.
Well, that's what I call freedom in action.
Yes. And it's not annoying to me, like per se, in my house because I've grown used to it. It's just when I'm trying to talk to you guys, or I don't know. The last time, every time I try to make a point, it felt like every time something was controversial that was coming out of my mouth, there was a jet like completely overpowering it, and I would have to mute.
It happens. Uh, yeah,
Did I disrupt the flow? I am so sorry.
No.
I did not mean
No,
to
you
come
didn't.
in so late.
Finish an article once you go in, so. Can you imagine what kind of phones we would come across? Imagine what kind of videos you would, come out from cell phones in Manhattan on 9/11. iPhones had cameras then.
I agree with that mandate. I actually read the other day that there's only one video of the first plane like actually hitting the tower. And it was taken off chance by somebody trying to do a demonstration on the street. It was a different time back then with technology for sure.
Yeah.
I think back then we just had flip phones, to be honest. And some people still rock like the huge Nokias. So
It wasn't that bad.
I held on to my Nokia for as long as possible. And I don't know why. I think I just did it to make a point. And then eventually I was like, oh, screw it. I'll get a flip phone.
I stuck with flip phone for as long
We've
as I
lost
can.
Scotty.
Oh, no.
Up until like I didn't have any other option than a smartphone.
You
Unless
can
Yeah.
still get you can still get a flip phone.
it would have been pain, and I couldn't get one with the Boost service.
Ah,
At least not from the store I was at.
yeah, no worries. Oh, Cuban, did you get those texts I sent you yesterday?
No, I didn't receive them until I looked this morning when I woke up.
Oh,
I had my
was in-
notifications off. About
Well,
64. I haven't been up that way recently.
don't worry.
And
I
then
found
and
out.
then green, I figured I could just respond to yours like when I got on here. Because I literally just got home when I read it.
Fine.
But no, was it expanded?
Yeah, once you get past Williamsburg now,
Mm-hmm.
well, heading in your direction from Richmond,
Yes.
it's still 2 lane until you get the other side of Williamsburg. Then it turns to 3 lane all the way.
Oh, that's wonderful.
My internet died for a second there.
Why does it only happen during your show?
I've had them for a while.
It happened yesterday.
No, it didn't happen. I closed the wrong thing by accident.
Oh.
I'm actually really excited because next weekend is my birthday, and I'm going to Hollow Scream, I think, at Busch Gardens. So for you guys who don't know what that is, it's a giant amusement park, and they turn it into like Halloween threw up everywhere on it.
Just don't get on the swing ride.
Which
They said they like Steve on StreamYard at the time, and she doesn't have one.
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't know how to change that on StreamYards or whatever. I haven't like really played around with it much.
You see, click on the thing. See the microphone button. You just click on the thing next to the microphone. That's how you can get a picture there.
Oh, okay.
I think if you're on mobile, you can only do it when you're coming in. I don't know. That's what I heard.
No, you can do it right now on mobile.
And Big Joe says happy 22nd birthday, Keyvan.
I know. I don't know why I'm trying to type stuff when I'm just here with a microphone. Thank you, Big Joe.
Very sure she wishes she was 22.
With the knowledge that I have now, yes, absolutely.
Oh, I forgot I had this. Such a lovely blue. But what that blue is this critter.
I still have this. We don't have this one.
Yeah, Mandy, that's what I thought it was. I just didn't want to. It was a documentary about firefighters, ironically. I just not read your comment.
I still have this. And this.
I have the Judgy dog,
And this.
which. And then I have
Derail.
me dog. I like
I
my
don't
dog.
know. Kevin's new
I miss him. Isn't it about time to wrap up anyway?
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not saying.
You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do.
Hello, known writer, Tennessee Marine.
Hello.
I'm going to try and news show. Let's get back to the news then.
Yes, the news.
Mark Zuckerberg, he's a thing.
I'm still going with Cyborg, or not Cyborg, but straight up Android.
Dude, he looked weird at that one Senate committee conference thing or whatever. He wasn't even like drinking that glass of water normally. You know what I think, honestly? I think he was probably nervous as fuck and got like overdosed by his hired drink with like calming medication or something.
Hello,
I don't know.
Debbie.
He was
Hello,
on
Debbie.
something. It was weird. Hi, Debbie. Thanks.
Delete Facebook. Zuckerberg slammed over secret meetings with conservative politicians. Facebook's CEO is accused of cultivating friends on the right to blockade the Trump administration.
Seriously.
Yep. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg is facing backlash after admitting that he secretly met with conservative politicians. Mark Zuckerberg says he has dinners with lots of people across the political spectrum. Following reports off the record discussions by Politico. This is the same website that. That Zuckerberg Zucker has been, if you believe in that thing. You're not on the stream key button. You could just say that on the mic.
You were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
No,
Hey, well,
interrupt him. He likes it.
No, he doesn't.
Well, of course, he has the meeting secret. We are the enemy now. Exactly. The news website says the dinners began in July as the Facebook CEO sought to cultivate friends on the right as his company faced allegations from Trump and others that it was biased against conservative views. It kind of is.
If I may say something just real quick, there is. All right. So at first I wasn't really a huge fan of Ted Cruz, and I know this sounds off topic. Bear with me. However, he was interviewing a man by the name of Dr. Robert Epstein, and I think that was his name, Robert Epstein. I know it was Dr. Epstein. And the guy has like some really, really good things to say about how Facebook can literally make or break who becomes president. Simply just the way they do their ads and how they do their news. And they've actually like put it into numbers. So if you guys could find it on Google and you guys have like an extra 5 minutes, it's Ted Cruz and Dr. Epstein. I'm really actually, it's kind of funny that they're calling it just because of the conservative thing and not the fact that they're like literally selling our data and spying on us.
All right, night, English, Tom. Have a good day at work.
Yes. Enjoy your day.
Reports of the meetings that led to criticism of Mr. Zuckerberg of the hashtag delete from Facebook trending on Twitter. Earlier this year, Mr. Trump tweeted that he was monitoring the censorship of American citizens on social media platforms following a series of Facebook bans for high-profile right-wing figures. I don't know why they even still deny this, though, because There's lots of been secret meetings where they've admitted to it. I told the conservative opinion. An opinion that didn't fit the far-left model.
Of course, he's trying to cultivate friends on the right. I mean, you hear Elizabeth Warren right now, and one of her things that she's been speaking about is all about breaking up Facebook. There's been talks on that side about it for a little bit. So I'm sure Zuckerberg feels a little intimidated by that. Considering I feel Facebook is very biased. So that's just me.
I think every social media is biased.
Yeah, I don't believe anything anymore. I'm really sorry. I've lost faith in mainstream media a long time ago, and that sealed the deal yesterday when they tried to show that clip from the Kentucky gun range blowing up and saying it was like in Syria, and they had like a commentator on the ground and shit. Like, that's not an oopsie, I'm sorry. That's a like deliberate fake news. Like, I don't, and that was ABC, by the way. But anyways, please on to the story.
There should be a mindset to this back the fuck to live journal or MySpace. My friend said, is Bebo still going? And I remember Bebo.
I like LiveJournal. There was another one that I really enjoyed. It was called The Experience Project. It was completely anonymous. Like the host had the IP addresses sent all over the places. So it was a very interesting. It was kind of like the Wild Wild West in there, man. I met a lot of really good friends, but they had to shut down because, of course, people took advantage of it, and people do gross things. And
am I the only one that remembers Bebo?
What's that?
Am I the only one that remembers Bebo?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
That was a social media site as well, back in the day.
Oh. If it makes you feel any better, I never had a MySpace.
Neither did I.
It took me like forever to even get Facebook, and that was like in 2004. But Facebook was way different in 2004, guys. I mean, way different. Completely different.
And now we are.
And here we are. Yeah.
Let's go back to America Online and Yahoo Chat.
Oh, yeah. AOL chat, my favorite things as a 12, 13-year-old to go into and troll and just make up shit and find out shit and get into trouble. AOL was awesome.
The U.S. president also received a series of complaints about the censorship of figures like conspiracy theorist Alex Jones and former Breitbart News editor Milo Yiannopoulos, whose account were removed from Facebook earlier that week. Attendees of the recent dinners with Mr. Zuckerberg have included the Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, as well as Fox News host Tucker Carlson, the commentator Ben Shapiro. All right, bye, Tennessee Marine.
I'm really wondering where he's going with it. Like, what is this entailing? What are they?
I think what he might try and do is he might just say, "Well, I've got
Wait a second.
Therefore, I'm not
Tennessee
conservative people."
Yeah.
Tennessee Marine, you only say peace and chicken grease. Where is the love?
Bye, Known Riot, TM.
I mean, what do you even love? Well, you want love from Tennessee Marine, do you?
Well, it's supposed to be love, peace, and chicken grease.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to have to go to, so I'm on time for Blind Girl stream.
She says a call-in show, so you can show up late if you want to.
Well, she's like really hyper right now, and I want to listen to this. It's really hilarious.
Right.
So I'll see you.
Yeah, I'll catch you later.
I actually got to bounce and pee.
All right, go pee.
Well, enough of this anyway.
You're a big boy.
He says no love, only hate kills. Political report. Responding to the reports, the CEO said the new meeting new people and hearing from a wide range of viewpoints is a part of learning. If you haven't tried, I suggest you do. Reported the conservative, where the conversations focused on free expression, unfair treatment of conservatives, the appeal process, The real and perceived unfair treatment from the fact-checking partnerships and privacy setting a source familiar with the meeting. The source added that the reception of Mr. Zuckerberg was positive. It was more positive than they anticipated, and that respected me. Goes, by the way, I really have to go. Much love. Okay, bye. Thanks for stopping by again. My visited and receptive and thoughtful. According to Politico, source, Mr. Zuckerberg is said to be concerned about the Department of Justice attempting to break up his company, and as such, the CEO is attempting to appease the Trump administration by not cracking down on right-wing propaganda. That prompted the task to delete Facebook trend on Twitter as users, many of whom notably claim to have already deleted Facebook, accuse the company of working to advance extreme right-wing beliefs. And that just shows you can't really please anyone, can you?
Exactly. You may as well please yourself.
May as well end this shit. I'd say finish ill, but nobody else is here, so just sell to people in the link in the description, I guess. Probably going to be a stream the same time tomorrow, so please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. You're all a bunch of cunts. Goodbye.
Bye.